Unbelievable. That says we're live. Finally. I don't know what's going on. Every time I try to go live, we have a problem. And now there's also a problem with my camera. So we're going to have to try to do this.
We'll have to sit closer together.
What's going on with the camera over here? I'm not sure. It's probably from slamming the thing closed. Oh, my goodness gracious. Unbelievable. No, it doesn't have anything to do with it. We got anybody? Did anybody stick around? Let us know you're on here. If you stuck around. See, it says we got 2 thumbs up and 5 people, but who we got? Who's here? We got to try to get this Krabby's in there. I don't know what happened to Bill's here. Perry County's here. Your face is a little red, Bill. Just a little bit. You should have heard some of the things I was saying.
Not good.
Oh, yeah. Not good at all. I don't know what's going on with the camera. Obviously, the camera's not good. Oh, yeah. Hey, Ron, how you doing? Whitetail Warriors is here. What's going on, Dan? Yeah, my girlfriend. Here she is. Beck is here. How are you? Man, am I frustrated. Holy smokes, am I frustrated. I don't even see my son and daughter didn't even stick around waiting for us after all that nonsense.
I'll text them.
He's going to text them, or she's going to text them. Yeah, so I don't know what's going on with the camera either. But for whatever reason, I have it all set up and ready to go. So I even tried to sign on 2 minutes early. It wouldn't let me do anything. It wouldn't let me update stuff. Yeah, I see you were, Dan, I saw you were in Pittsburgh today. Yeah, not Pittsburgh for me. Although there's a couple of good places to go. Bootleggers, Hemingway's, couple of decent bars there, but that's down in the college area. Ron from Gulf Shores, Alabama. Nice. We're looking to head south in April. We're currently looking for a house to rent. We're thinking St. Augustine. It has to be dog friendly. Let me see. I'll move over. No, I can move over. There we go. We get you in there. Everybody's here to see you. They don't care about me anyway. They always see me. But we're looking to rent a place down in probably St. Augustine because it has to be pet friendly because we have to travel with 2 Chihuahuas.
Oh, well, you say it that way, but, I should video you with the dogs, okay?
Oh,
yeah. What do you call her?
Pretty princess. Pretty princess baby girlfriend.
Yeah. Rogers, what are you doing, my buddy? Come here. I'll scratch your belly. So don't let them fool you about the dogs. Is it inconvenient? Absolutely. But I don't think we'd have it any other way.
For Christmas, one of the things that I gave...
Cut me off. But go ahead.
No, go ahead. Finish.
No,
I'll just drive. I'm the driver. I forgot.
It's your show.
Yeah, it's my show. Yeah, the face is getting ready again. But for Christmas, I gave Krabby. One of the things I gave Krabby was 2 coupons for puppy-free weekends. Since I always go away for the weekends without the dogs, she can have 2 weekends without the dogs. What do we got here? Perry County Whitetails, another road trip. Yeah, another road trip. We're going to try to go October and April each year. Obviously, driving road trips. Yeah, because of the dogs. I got to point out, too, Krabby is drinking, carefully, a blood orange Cosmo. So if things get out of control...
It's almost there.
It's almost perfect?
No, it's almost there.
It's almost what? What do you mean almost there?
It's almost perfect.
Well, that's what I just said. And you said no.
I don't want to say perfect.
Oh, okay. You said it's almost there. And I said what? Perfect? And you said no. I hope you all see this is what I deal with. Next year, Krabby needs to go up the deer camp and cook for you.
Sorry. He
No.
gets enough cooking at home.
My face is cherry red.
It's his blood pressure.
It is my blood pressure. I did take my blood pressure medication. I take it every day at 5:00, along with the other 92 medicines that I have to take.
Not true.
Seems like she's always drinking.
I have to.
Yes.
Let me show you his. One, two. Oh, God. Two.
All right.
Okay.
So I'm having a Miller Lite in a beautiful Krabby Bill pint glass, and I'm having some homemade Bailey's Irish Cream that was made for me. One of the kids that I can't say teaching how to play the bagpipes, although I am teaching him how to play the bagpipes. It's more of I'm helping him learn to play the bagpipes, if that makes any sense. That was a Christmas present from him, and it's actually very good. It's pretty strong, though. Yeah. Absolutely delicious.
Clams.
Okay. So anyway, what do we got here? Whitetail. Looks like eggnog. You know what? It does have a consistency of it, but it's more like if you ever drank Bailey's Irish Cream. It's like that, but stronger, and it's really good. It's kind of. I used to get one after if you went to like a steakhouse or something, had a nice steak for dinner. I would get one of them after dinner, but I hadn't had one for a while, probably since this time last year.
No, we didn't have any last year. Remember?
No, somebody bought me a bottle of Bailey's last year for Christmas. That was the last time I had it, and this is homemade, so this is pretty good stuff. So what's going on, anybody? Hopefully everybody had a great holiday. We did. We had a nice time. We went to my son's house. He and Mia did a beautiful job with the food. We had a very nice time with her and her family, and
the baby.
And the baby was there. Mia's godson. She's a baby hog. And then Christmas Day, we kind of stayed home, and they came to our house. Everybody came to our house, and the traditional Christmas dinner. We had lasagna, meatball, sausage, and roast pork sandwiches from a friend of ours, Mike the Cook. Oh, it's good stuff. And if you follow us on Facebook, you'll see that Mike the Cook put a thing on there saying, if for every like you get, he'll give his employees an extra $1 per like in their paychecks for Christmas. Well, like, I don't know, 50 people shared the thing, and I think mine alone had 5 shares with a whole bunch of likes. So hopefully he took care of it. Bill, I'm in the market for a Smith & Wesson revolver. Any recommendations? I have a model. The 357 I have is a really nice gun, and I forget the model number of it. 60 something. I also have a Model 60, which is a 5-shot chrome that I had bought off a friend of mine when he was retiring. He used it when he was a plainclothes police officer. He bought it. It was in the original box with the receipt and all the paperwork. He took it to the range, fired one shot out of it, and then carried it while he was a plainclothes cop. Fortunately, he never had to fire it. I then bought it off him. It was like $200, and really nice gun. But the 676 is nice. 676.
That's a highway.
I think that might be the model number. I think that is 686. Okay, yeah, it's a 357, and it's easily modified for hunting. If you wanted to carry a revolver. There's another one with an 8-inch barrel that one of the guys in work had worked, and he had a scope on it that he was using for hunting. Nice guns. What do we got here? Looks like eggnog. Where are we at? Perry County. Cool. That is my goal to hunt with. Yeah, it's the 357. I think the 44 is just way too heavy. That's like a model 29 or something like that. It's a nice gun, but um, who has one of them? I think Mickey Maloney has one of them. It's a pretty heavy gun. I hope all you guys had a good hunting season. I had a really good time. I enjoyed myself. Uh, I believe I had a lot of success because I did a lot of scouting this year, and I found a lot of bedding areas. I found a lot of rubs, some scrapes, and I tried to get that on the videos. I did a lot of tracking. As you know, I'm not a big fan of sitting in a tree stand or anything like that. Although I do have a tree stand now, I sat in that a couple of times, but I I did a lot of tracking, and I saw several bucks. I mean, the experience that I had with the 10 point, where it actually looked like a bull. It was angry, and it looked like it had snot coming out of its nose when it stamped at me and snorted. I could hear it running through the I'm going to call it a river, but it's a big creek down a ravine. I could hear it running through the water, and I actually stood up because I wasn't sure what was coming towards me. I could hear it running towards me, and when it got to the top of the ravine, I didn't have a shot at it, but it was just crazy looking. Fortunately, my buddy Jay was there to see that, or at least to hear it. He didn't say it; he heard it, and saw the the effects of it that it had on me. I'm like, I'm shaking from it. I'm shaking, but it was pretty cool. I did shoot at a 6-pointer, and the last day I had the 4-pointer, which was the 2 this way, were coming right out of his eyebrow. I have him on tape probably 8 or 9 times around the cabin. But enough about me. Go ahead, Krabby. Come on. Miss Enthusiastic, if you saw the short today, all excited.
Because
I'm back.
somebody said, well, we were watching another YouTube channel about how perky the women are, and that maybe we would get more views if I was a little more enthusiastic. So
I didn't say that.
You did.
That's not what was
Yes,
said.
it was.
No,
Yeah,
come
it was.
on.
Definitely was. So
I'm back. It was good. So anybody have any questions for us? You can throw questions at us, and then we figured we talk. Started to make a list, and then I got distracted by the TV.
Yeah, the TV.
Holiday, deer camp. Deer camp was great too. I know it looks like I'm alone, but I had visited with Phil Barr. I was with my buddy Jay most days. Plus, he had 4 or 5 guys at his place, which is right across the road. Steven was up there with me. My son was up there. He had to go to school in Wilkesboro, which isn't far away. He went to firearms instructor school. So he was up there for a week. Plus, he got to hunt a couple of days.
And he had food for that.
We ate good that week, man. Brioche buns for the burgers. Not like those little potato rolls, potato buns that she gives me.
Keep it up, you'll be
Which are okay. No,
yourself.
don't get me wrong. They were good. They're good. They're
You
good, but they
little
weren't
rocky
seeded
tail.
brioche buns. But I'm looking over at my phone over here because I can read the comments better on there. I can barely see on the computer screen. I have horrible. These glasses are absolutely horrible. Do you still see Jake the Fox? Yeah, I see them guys. Said I just visited with his dad during hunting season. As a matter of fact, fortunately, he brought me some venison sticks and some summer sausage and stuff down. Or I wouldn't have any. Yeah.
So that's why I'm shipping them out next week.
She tried to get me to go yesterday. You mean you're not going up to camp the day after Christmas? I mean, if you wanted to leave Christmas night, no, I'm only kidding. I didn't want to go up this week. I want to go up the day after New Year's. If I don't know how many years familiar with it, but in South Philadelphia, where we live on Second Street, it's a huge New Year's Day is a huge day. Although it's supposed to rain, so if the Mummers Parade, which is what it's called, is canceled, I may leave New Year's Day instead of the second.
An extra day.
But I'm going to be up there. I think like that would be Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Come home Sunday. Monday, have a haircut and something else.
We have a haircut this Monday.
Oh, I'm all screwed up with this Monday stuff.
12 o'clock. It's early.
Oh boy. All right, so we have the haircuts this Monday.
Get it cut shorter.
My hair look all right? Krabby's very upset that I never comb my hair. And I'm like, I don't really have anywhere to go. If we're going somewhere lately, I've been combing it. I will be bow hunting. I've never fired a flintlock or a muzzle loader. So I'm going to be taking the crossbow. Going to take that out. So, and then that was an excellent gift for my son this year. I got some good gifts, but an excellent gift for my son was a Vortex rangefinder. Really nice.
Maybe that'll help you. What else did you get?
Bottle of Grey Goose. Oh, she does. I said, I might not go up there because of the weather. It might be a little cold. So she bought me a heated vest just in case, so that I go.
Not true.
Here, throw this on, will you?
You can't be concerned that he's cold.
I froze this year. I don't know what the deal was this year. My feet froze this year. I just couldn't keep them warm. Perry County Whitetails Insurance. Yeah, I just couldn't. I just couldn't get warm. And we had some pretty cold weather. The last day it was 7 degrees when I went out, and I stayed most of the day, and then I went and helped my friend Jay. He needed a hand dragging one out, so I went and helped him drag one out, and then went right back out. It was better in the afternoon.
Rosie snoring.
Yeah, the little dog snoring. But there wasn't that much wind, so it wasn't horrible. It was worse the day before when it was super windy. Dang, she must have. Yeah. Oh yeah. I say the same thing.
A good night's sleep. Have some room in the bed, and maybe watch a TV show instead of YouTube for 36 hours straight.
I have to support those people that support us.
What have you been watching for 86 hours this week?
After I got caught up, I have watched a lot of Vice Grip Garage. I don't know if you guys watch Vice Grip Garage or not, but it's cause I'm going to build a garage. I'm going to go out and get an old pickup truck and rebuild it. No, never going to happen. But I am hooked on this Vice Grip Garage. Scrub Busters here. Warmer weather. Yeah. I don't know if you did. I don't know whether it came out yesterday. J&J Outdoors, their last day that they were out there rifle hunting, and you could see Jared the son. He wanted to shiver, man. You could see his lip was just waiting to start going. But that's how it was for us, man. It was brutal cold. Still very, yeah. You know what I go through for some reason too? I have to go back and check sometimes. It seems like, am I unsubscribed from a channel? So I'll go through my subscriptions and I won't see it. But, because what I do is every now and then I'll just go on to YouTube and go through the videos that are on there and hit watch later. And I still have a few on there I have to watch, but there's others that I'm like, they haven't put a video out for a while. So then I'll go back and go onto their channel and have a video out. I don't know what it is. Whether it's the analytics or whatever YouTube does, I don't always get them. I don't know if you other guys have the same problem, but I have to go on there and look for them. Cool, that's my goal. Oh, here we go. We're down here. Yeah, early bow season, the warmer weather, and that was crazy this year. I mean, which was great. I had more time hunting this year than I ever have. Um, because we're retired. The beginning of the season, we had gone away. We were on vacation. We went down south for a little while. But when I came back, it was like a couple days before Halloween. I went up to camp and I came home probably 4 times between then and the end of rifle season. I mean, I had tons of time in the woods, but in the early part of the summer, it was 80 degrees. And then you worry about if you shoot a deer, if you're going to be able to get it to the processor, or you're going to have to hang it and pack it full of ice. That was another incident we had this year with the bears coming and taking the deers. We had Paul had one in the bed of his pickup truck, and he came out in the morning, go to take it to the processor, and all he had was a blood trail. He followed the blood trail and was able to recover his tag. So he went to the game commission and reported, the bear took his deer and all that. But then another friend of ours on the same road, Ray, he knew about Paul. So he shot a beautiful 7-point, and he put it in the bed of his truck, but put the tonneau cover over it, and then put things on top of the tonneau cover. And sure enough, during the night, he could hear rattling around outside. He jumps up, he goes to the door, and here's the bear trying to get his tonneau cover open to get to the deer. So he had to chase it off, and he said he ended up spending the rest of the night just trying to keep the bear away from his truck, waiting for the butcher shop to open so he can get it there. Being up at deer camp for 2 weeks put me way behind. No service up there. Yeah, you know what? I put up the Carl's Off the Grid had installed one, the high boost, and I was able to get that up there. And I don't have an amazing signal, but I am able to use my phone, go on the internet and all that using my phone. But I'm also able to sometimes, not always, to use my phone as a hotspot. That's why I keep her around. Fills in the blanks as a hotspot, and I'm able to put it on the TV and watch some of it on the TV. Perry County wants to know how retirement is. Tell him.
He just wants to say that I sleep late every day. I'm busy. Make my steps every day. It's good.
She does. She actually does. She does get like 6,500 steps in every day. She has a lot on her plate still, taking care of her mom along with her sister. You always have families that you hear this. Oh, I'm the only one that does. Her and her sister are really good together. So they take care of mom, who's 92 and feisty. Woo! She's feisty, man.
So look out.
Oh man. But anyway, Krabby takes care of her.
Mike wants to know, does mom know about the tattoos yet? No, and it's never going to happen. Never going to happen.
Never going to happen.
Even the girl at the front desk where my mom is living knows, because during the summer, I walk in with a t-shirt on and I stand at the front desk and put a long sleeve t-shirt on over top of it. And she was looking at me like I was crazy the first time, and I explained it to her and she laughed. So she doesn't ask anymore.
Yeah, I tease Krabby all the time because she, on the days where she doesn't have to get up early and go shopping, we're from Philadelphia. You got to go to Walmart. You got to go at 7 o'clock in the morning, 7:30 in the morning, because it's dangerous. After that, it is hot in here, super hot. And then you're sitting right next to me, so it's.
Oh, that must be it.
Yeah. Normally I could feel the cold coming off of her heart, but we're not getting that this evening. But yeah, so she has to get up early to go do any shopping or stuff like that because it's
Just Walmart.
just Walmart. Just Walmart. The other stores are okay, but Walmart's dangerous. And then after that, she goes to take care of her mom through part of the day. But on the days where she don't have to do that, yeah, 10 o'clock, the little dogs love it because I'll get up. I get up, 7 o'clock, 7:30 every day, and I'll take the dogs down, take them outside so they go to the bathroom and all that kind of stuff. And they stand at the door waiting for me to take them back in because you can't leave them out there by themselves because all they'll do is bark at birds, squirrels, and anything else that comes along. And so you stand out there with them. There she is there. And then you'll say to them, "Are you ready to go to second sleep?" Well, they like scratch at the door. You open up the door and they take off. You hear them running up the steps and through the hallway. They jump back into bed with her, and then they stay in bed until 10 o'clock. They come down for breakfast. At least they get breakfast all the time. Oh, Ray. Hi, Perry County. Hi, Ray. Does mom know about the tattoo? No. Yikes. He goes, a little late. Oh, that's all right, Brian. You'd early to miss anything. As usual, it took me 10 minutes to figure out what was wrong and why I couldn't sign on. I hope you're feeling better. What else he's got? What do you got?
How about your card thingy that you got for Christmas?
Oh yeah, that's pretty neat. Hey Ray, how you doing? Krabby bought me it's a thing for the state of Pennsylvania, and you open it up and there's cards in there. And it's obvious it's in alphabetical order, but as you pull a card out, it's different cities within Pennsylvania, and it has a scratch off. And on the scratch off, there could be a coupon on there or a recommendation for different things to do in Pennsylvania. And I guess
gives you directions.
Give you directions on how to get there, place things to do and see once you get there, and it might be a coupon for, I guess, like in our area, I didn't scratch it off, but I'm sure it's going to be either whitewater rafting or mountain biking. That's a big thing in the area where we live in Luzerne County. There's a service that you go to the bike shop, you drop your bike off, they put it on a truck, and you get on a bus. They take your bike and you up to the top of the mountain. They drop you off, and then there's a 10-mile ride, a 25-mile ride coming down the mountain. And you can stop wherever you want, have lunch, do that kind of stuff. But I'm sure it's going to be either that or whitewater rafting. And then some of the other ones, there was one that was neat. You can rent I forget what they're called, not a slingshot. Slingshot is the motorcycle with two wheels in the front and one in the back. It's like it looks like the Batman car. These are a much smaller version of that, but you tour around Lancaster, which is all farmland and Amish area, and there's a coupon, and that's what's on the ad anyway. There would be a coupon in there to do that. So pretty cool. We're going to have to try it out. I'm not far from Holy River, and New River rafting is a big thing here also. Yeah. We have Whitewater, it's called, and they do it on Whitewater Rafting, and is the name of the company too. And it's right on the Lehigh River, and then they monitor the Francis Seawater Dam as when there's going to be a release. And they let you know how much water is going to be released, and it's huge up there. Very big business. Our little town there, which we're probably 10 or 15 minutes from town. There's really nothing around us. There's a restaurant that's there that I never see a car in the parking lot. And then there's another Charlie Weaver's, which is pretty popular, and then there's a bar that's probably 15 minutes the other way towards Mountaintop or in Mountaintop. But you have to go down into town, and it's really changed in the 7 years 7, 8, well, I guess no, it's been longer than that, 8 or 9 years that we've had our property. It's really the town's getting busier. It's nice to see the storefronts are opening up, and there's a couple of options now, food wise, pizza places. I think there's 2 different bars in there now, so it's nice to see. I'm not allowed to go to any of that stuff though. What do we got? Right.
Right.
I get up there. I usually park the truck. I try not to go anywhere unless
You can't see at night.
Well, okay, tell everybody.
You can't see at night.
And there's always something in the road when I'm driving on the road at night. Even the porcupine the one night wouldn't move out of the way. I didn't want to run it over, and it just stood there. I'm like beeping the horn at it, flashing the lights at it, and the porcupine's just like, okay,
dude.
I dare you. Porcupines. Now we got a weasel in my pond all the time, and I'm sure there's not going to be any fish left. That thing will go in there. I finally beat the blue herring by putting the fishing line up and keeping the blue herring out, and now I get myself a weasel.
Maybe you could put an electric fence around the pond.
That'll keep the deer and all that. So I don't want that. I don't want that. Last thing I want to do is chase the deer away from our yard. I'll never see a deer.
They'll tell their friends.
I'll never see a deer. Come on, help me out.
Help you out. So today, we took the dogs down to the beach. And even though the temperature said almost 50, it was pretty cold.
It's nice. It's the wind.
The wind, right on the water. It's damp and it was cold. But
it's nice though. The dogs love running on the beach.
To run on the beach. Rosie, who's pretty lazy, takes after me.
It's funny. All you have to do is say to Rosie, "Where's the truck?" Boom, man. She's running for the truck. She's in an all-out sprint with her little hood. It's got ears on it. As she's running, it's all bouncing all over the place. Meanwhile, Roger is just they dredged the inlet. We live right on the inlet. When we go out the door on the porch here, we can look right across at the inlet, and they dredged all that to make do a beach replenishing. So when they pumped all the sand onto the beach, there's tons of horseshoe crab shells. They're prehistoric. I mean, I forget how old they say they were, like 1 million years old. They've been around for like 1 million years or something, and they're really crazy looking. But the shells are all over the beach, and Roger runs to every single one of them. Sniffing them, peed on one today. Like, really? But they're all over the place.
So Roger right now is passed out in bed with his head under the pillows.
Yeah.
Rosie's down here.
So who's going out for winter? Do you guys have a winter archery or a? I know Perry County does because he's Pennsylvania, but does Wisconsin or West Virginia or any of those places have a winter deer season? New Jersey does. New Jersey has winter bow. I used to do that, but it's like I would have to drive like 15 minutes from here to get to where my tree stand was, and just it's so much easier. Just I'd rather go up the mountains or up to the cabin and hang out there. Wow, February 28th. Woo, man. How many bucks and does are you allowed to shoot? Man, February 28th. I'd never be home.
Let's go to Arkansas.
Yeah, let's go to Arkansas.
West Virginia.
Bow season ends on December 31st. 5 or 6 total. Well, that's pretty good. That's a lot of. I mean, what's the average size of the deer there? Like in here, like if you're shooting a doe, I guess like 100, 110, 15 pound doe, and bucks being bigger. But what's the average size of a doe there?
How many did you see this year? As many as him, I hope not.
I saw a lot of deer this year.
80 pounds.
Okay, about 80 pounds. Oh, that's not horrible. That's not horrible. But I come home from camp the one time, or I called her after I was hunting or whatever. I check in when I get back into the cabin, And did you see anything? I said, yeah, I saw 3 today. And she says, well, did you shoot them? I'm like, no, I couldn't. Or I could. One looked like a button buck. One was a really small doe, probably a yearling, maybe 60 pounds. And then the other one was the doe that was obviously the mother of these 2 yearlings. And I said, I shoot that. You know what I mean? It's early. It was early in the season.
He's a kind hunter.
And she goes, oh, you're never going to have any success that way. And I'm like, it's not like we're starving. Like,
I don't eat it anyway.
yeah, it's not like we're starving. I mean, if we were relying on that for food, and absolutely, I would have shot it, and wouldn't have given it a second thought. But I just, it was early in the season too. I only have 2 doe tags and the 1 buck tag, so I was looking to get through the season, and turns out I still have 2 doe tags and a buck tag.
Well, next week will be your week.
Yeah, next week's my week.
I pray to the dear gods.
Next week's my week. Damn. Hopefully there's snow on the ground, makes it easier to see. But it's archery too. So with this new crossbow, though, I'm a little bit more confident shooting it. So I could probably do 45 yards. I don't know that I'd push it to 50. Eric and Zach's here. Tag soup. Yep. That's me. Tag soup. I still got that's what I'm eating. I'm eating my tags. I'm making soup out of my tags. Yeah.
I was just going to say something. I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, so we have a dilemma. Sometimes we come on, we have pizza while we're talking to you guys out there. And, hi, bud. How are you? Our son is here.
Our son's here.
And hi, Mia, in case you're listening. So we decided, well, we had a late snack because I didn't feed him breakfast or lunch because he doesn't know how to feed himself. So we decided to wait till later to make the pizza. But the dilemma is I went to the store down here at the shore to get these pizza shells, and they didn't have the ones that I always buy. So we have Acme brand. I don't know if there's Acme's anywhere out there where you guys are, but it's the store brand pizza shells. So this could be a problem.
Where are we celebrating the New Year's? Well, what's up, gang? What's up, Mia? My favorite daughter-in-law. What are we doing for New Year's Eve? I don't know. Oh, we're going to go to.
We don't have a plan.
We don't really have a plan. But go ahead. You can tell them.
We'll probably go to Mifflin Tavern.
You'll always hear us talk about that.
See our friends, get something to eat, and I'm sure we'll be home.
Tell them why. Tell them why we'll be home before midnight.
Well, I will be home before midnight because we usually get kicked out.
Well, they close at 10:30. It's a bar. They're super busy on New Year's Day. They are right in the heart of it for New Year's Day, for South Philadelphia, for the Mummers Parade.
So they have to be well rested.
So they they have to go home and store their patience because they're going to need every single one of them because they're going to get tested and they're going to lose them. It's a really tough day for them, and they're small business owners. You have to get out there and work, and they're working hard. So we go there, and I guess they want to be home. I guess before 11 o'clock or so they can get a good night's sleep. And so we'll go there. Last year we had a nice time too. Wasn't very many people in there. There was people in and out, coming and get a drink, and then they would go to the next place.
You might wear a tuxedo. I might wear a gown.
Yeah, it ain't happening. But we were in there. Our next door neighbors ended up coming in, and then my cousin Tommy, who I hadn't seen in probably a year, he and his girlfriend had come in, and we sat there with them. We had a nice night. You guys are going to be watching me on TV in the parade. Yeah, my son's going out in the Mummers Parade this year with a group called the Leftovers. This is their first year as a group going out in the parade. It's a huge thing in our neighborhood. some very,
it's
very
kinda
talented
like Mardi
people
Gras, but in Philadelphia.
in Philadelphia. Yeah, it's really big. It's huge in our neighborhood.
Are we football fans? Not really.
I kind of boycott the NFL. Yeah.
We don't really watch sports. We
Uh,
do watch the Olympics.
Yep, we're
But that's
big fans of
about
that. Ice fishing. Woo, man. Eric, I saw you guys were out. I guess it was Christmas. The last video I watched, you guys were out, and I don't know how you stick your hands to that water, man. It looked cold. It looks cold. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of
Go, Steven
the
said, go
NFL.
Birds.
Go Birds. Yeah, my son's a football fan, hockey fan. I like hockey. We'll watch the Phillies. Of course, our friends own the bar, so we try to go there one night a week. And during the summertime, or when baseball season, the baseball game's always on, and you go there. There's usually a college football game on, or whatever. They have multiple TVs in there, so
We like
we'll watch
boxing,
them.
though.
Oh yeah, we're friends of boxing. I like the UFC. Well, obviously everybody likes it now. It's a shame boxing is, it's a dying art. We have a friend of ours, a neighbor, who was a very good boxer, and he's coaching now, and he's involved in the Boxing Hall of Fame, and you can see he's really trying to get people back into it. But
Packers.
Vikings. Yeah, my old partner, huge Minnesota fan.
Yep.
He and Steven, which is my son's partner, also my son's name Steven. They would go to Minnesota every year for a game. I never made it to one of the games. They would talk about how great the game was, and then freezing to death.
We had fun.
Yeah. But I never made it on one of the trips with them. But they went every year. BK's a Broncos fan.
I have a Bronco.
Yeah, at least it has a Bronco. They had to have it serviced yesterday. Should have been there for that.
You think his face was red a little while ago? You had to see it yesterday in the service department.
I don't want to talk bad about it because my friend owns he's one of the owners of the Ford dealership. Super nice guy. Anybody that's looking for a Ford truck, go to Echelon Ford. Go to Echelon Ford. I just had an issue with the guy that takes the car in the service department, not the service manager, but whatever. He didn't know that I was with Lisa. He went out and said something to her that was wrong with her car. Brand new car, 5,000 miles. And didn't realize I was standing just around the corner. And I heard him starting to talk to Lisa. So I walked around and he told her something that, no, it's not true.
They said they were very nice there. Yes, they are.
They're
nice.
super nice. Our daughter-in-law and son went there tonight to test drive a Bronco. She's in the market, and the owner, Chip, he came out, and he's just such a nice guy, man. I don't care, what you're there for. He wants to make sure your experience is great. No playing around. Hey, this is the price we can do. This is the amount of money we can give you for your car. This is the interest rates we can get you. Super nice, no hassles. He hooks you up with Chris Cole, who's their salesman. Hunter, huge Hunter. He and I, after I expressed my views of the guy in the service department, I thought I was whispering to him. And when I get back, Lisa's like, the whole place heard you.
The whole service department.
We talked about hunting for an hour.
They now have his picture. 20 by whatever.
He lied.
Anyway, so what's the note? Did he tell her it needed blinker fluid?
Yeah. I don't remember who it was, but did we send Steven in the store for? Did I try to get him to buy blinker fluid, or did I try to get you to buy blinker fluid?
I know there's no fluid in blinkers.
It must have been Steven that I tried to get to do it. Steven, or one of the barbecue grills we have up at the deer camp. I go to use it. Oh yeah, absolutely one of the older Broncos. I had a '94. I love that. I love that truck. And a guy, the mayor down here, his son drives, I think it's a 92 Bronco. Looks just like the one that I had, but he's got the canvas in the back. So it's, oh my, super nice. Fishing rod rack on the front, just like mine had. Really, really nice. No, I forget what I was going to say.
I don't know. But Steven said, knowing you would probably try to do it to both of us, which is true. You have no idea.
Oh, I was talking about the barbecue grill.
Yes.
So Steven calls me up and he says, Dad, I'm getting my car and the neighbor's putting a brand new charbroil grill. They're moving, putting a brand new charbroil grill out front to get rid of it. You want me to grab it? So I said, it's new. He said, looks like it's out of the box. I said, okay. So we only live a short distance away. He wheels it, bouncing all over the place to my house. And they get it into the house. Can't beat a Mustang. Didn't like the new Mustangs. I made a comment about that today when we were yesterday while we were there. I just don't like the body style of it. But so, we get the grill and all that kind of stuff. And I wait about an hour or so. And then I call Steven. I said, go around and knock on the guy's door. Tell him you want the tank. He's like, what? I'm like, go around and knock on the guy's door. Tell him you want the tank. He's like, I'm like, go around and knock on the guy's doors. I'm not doing it. I was this close to getting him to do it. Can't beat a Mustang. Older ones. Oh, yeah, I love the older Mustangs. Definitely love the older Mustangs. And our really good friend, John, he has a house down here. They're right on the bay. And he has a lift in his garage. Not huge. It probably lifts the cars off the ground about 4 or 5 feet. He had one of the anniversary editions. It was a red with red black leather interior convertible. It might have been an 80 or an 85. I forget what it was, but it was an anniversary edition, and they only made 10,000 of them or 5,000 of them, whatever it was. It was beautiful, the car. He kept it in the garage. Every now and then would drive it to get the fluids going. He was a mechanic for Ford at one time. And Hurricane Sandy took the car 4 or 5 feet off the ground. The tide waters got raised so much that the car was flooded. It's a shame you had to get rid of it. Beautiful car. What am I drinking? I'm drinking I have a Miller Lite, but I'm more just sipping this. It's homemade Bailey's Irish Cream, but it's a lot stronger. It definitely has a little heavier whiskey taste in it, but it was given to me as a gift from the kid that I'm teaching, or one of the kids that I'm teaching to play the bagpipes, and they gave it to me the other night. It's really good. Have a good evening. So I got to jump off here. All right. Well, thank you for stopping by. Appreciate it. And keep those videos coming, man. You kill me. All these people talk about, you got to be so quiet and you can't do this. You can't do that. You're in that blind with your kids. You're having a ball. You got the heater going. You're making coffee. You're all laughing. And then your kid still gets to shoot at a deer. So you know what? Keep it coming. It's nice to watch. It's very nice to see what a good time you guys are having. What else? I'm going to make a Bloody Mary. You know what? I had them for a while.
Put, like shrimp
yeah,
hanging
bacon,
off it and a
shrimp.
crab.
That's friends of ours do that. They put everything in it.
It's this big.
Yeah.
Hold on. Where's my other hand?
Yeah.
It's
Hold on a second. Let me help you here. She's getting older. Yeah.
You've been yakking for 49 minutes.
49 minutes.
49 minutes.
Seems like a minute. A minute. So, yeah, we're going to be on the road in April. Whether it's going to be the beginning of April or Easter Monday. We're not sure whether it's going to be the first 2 weeks of April or we're going to leave on Easter Monday. And we're going to work our way south. I'm probably going to say we're going to go to St. Augustine. Although we have brand new neighbors, and I'm pointing this way because they just bought the house 3 doors down. It was just built. They live in Clearwater Beach, and then they bought this as a summer home a couple doors down from us. They recommended a place called Navarro,
Yes.
Florida, as being pet friendly. Super, they said it's a great place to go. Super, super pet friendly, but not familiar with it at all. And we we've been watching all these YouTube videos on St. Augustine. There's so much to do there, and there's places where you can take the dogs, and their beaches are pet friendly. A lot of places that you can't take a dog on the beach. Scrub Prusters, safe travels when you go. Yeah, we're looking. There's so much more I'd like to do, but can only do so much. Scratch. Oh, down. I have a scar on my back, and it's about this big. It itches on occasion like you can't believe. I get yelled at for looking like a bear scratching my back on the wall all the time. But yeah, I'd like to come out to West Virginia. There's a number of people out there I'd like to go visit.
Well, bye. I'll stay
See,
home with the dogs.
this is what I get. Say bye.
I didn't go bye. I said bye.
So friendly. So friendly. So I said the cold air that blows across her heart. It's amazing. So who's doing what for New Year's then? I guess I saw BK Pat put on there that she's not sure what she's going to wear to the living room, and she's so upset with it she may not even go.
That's a good one.
Yeah, well, I'm going to copy that and use it. I think we've only ever really missed one parade. We might keep you. I think we only missed the Mummers Parade one time, right? When my mom passed. My mother had passed away on New Year's Eve, so we were dealing with all that. So we missed the parade that year, and I think that's the only year. Even I worked it the one year as a policeman, as most of you know. I worked it 1 year, but as a detective, I didn't have to work the parade. So I was most of the time I didn't have to work the parade. I went out in it for years and years and years until my mother loved the parade. So my dad would take my mom all around on New Year's Day, go gallivanting all over the place. And when he got sick, I stopped going out in the parade and started taking my mother out. And it's some good times. Stitches, coming home 2:30 in the morning. We always went out and had a good time. We would always end up at our Irish Society, Second Street Irish Society, which is where we play the bagpipes, and it's our club there. And between my friends, the guys in the band, and my son's friends, my brother's friends, just about everybody in there knows my mom. I'd put her in a bar stool in the corner there, and she would sit there. She would have people to talk to her all night long. She'd be over there laughing her butt off all night long. And I would keep her out until 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock.
Yeah, okay.
I'd keep her out.
It's like happy hour.
1:30.
7 hours.
1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning. Come on, Mom, let's go. We're going to walk home now. She'd be like, can we stop at Joe Black's house and just say hello if they're up? Sure enough, they're up. The house is packed with people. We'd go in there and always had a good time. Always a good time with her. But I haven't gone back out in the parade since. But I'd march with the bagpipe band, and you can't keep doing that. You're out of the picture, I marched with the bagpipe band, and we travel. We used to travel everywhere. We would do events. Man, all the time. But we don't do as much now. But I still march with them. We still parade with them, and I would rather do that. So, just talking about Pat. She'll be sleeping.
I'm with Pat.
Yeah. Take a gun outside, fire a few shots in the air, wake her right up. But yeah, it's a big thing. Like in our neighborhood, like midnight, everybody's out and they're in the street and music and banging pots and fireworks are going off and people are singing and carrying on and it's good. And where we live in the city, and I talk about the city being so bad, but we have the best neighbors. I never had like all the years not being home, working and all that, working shift work and being at work for a day and a half straight. I never had to worry about Krabby because the people that live on the street, our next door neighbor loves to shovel snow. I act like I'm not home sometimes, and he still shovels the pavement. But out there, they take great care, and they're all younger than we are. But they always include Lisa in their in whatever they're doing. One day I'm sitting in the house. Lisa's outside with the girls. That's their thing. The girls are always outside, always making noise. And I hear this laughing like crazy. I get up, I go to the door. They're playing musical chairs. Glasses of wine, margaritas, musical chairs. Knocking each other out of the way to get to the chairs. It's a great group of people. Funny how things change when we get older. Yeah, absolutely. I guess, well, we would go to different parties and stuff. I mean, when we were in our early 20s, we would be out till 2:00 in the morning would be late for me because I was going out in the parade. I had to get up at 5:30, 6 o'clock to go. You got to get makeup and all kinds of stuff. And, I would do all that, but we would be out. We would be out late. I mentioned that the other night, Christmas Eve, 4:00 in the morning coming home before we had Steve. We'd be out 4:00, 4:30, walking home.
Now we're old.
Poor Krabby. She didn't drink then either. She's just she found this drink, this orange, blood orange Cosmo. We were at a fundraiser. Our next door neighbors run this organization called the Katie Curlin Fund. They throw a huge party during the summer. It's one of the best parties you'll go to. And laugh the whole time you're there. You're going to laugh. He's one of the funniest guys you'll ever meet. And we went there, and on the list of drinks was this blood orange Cosmo. Did you have two that night?
Yeah.
Two. She never has two. Never has two drinks. She always has one drink, and that's it. She loved it. So now I'm making them in a mason jar. She's keeping them in the fridge. Keeping it in the fridge. They got here. Well, yeah, I'd love to meet up with you guys, man. I just definitely, give me a call. You got my phone number? Call me. We'll try to hook up. She had a switch. They stopped making slow gin. Just my son.
No more cookies for you.
My son just posted she had a switch because they stopped making slow gin in 1975.
Which is not true.
They still make it. But we were in a bar down here one time. And she orders slow gin and 7-Up. That's what she used to drink. And we're sitting there, and the bartender comes back, and he's all, sorry it took so long. I had to go to an antique shop to get the bottle of slow gin.
I got one for Christmas last year.
Wisconsin has the most bars in the country.
You better apologize.
Ooh, man, I'll tell you what, it's tough to top Philadelphia, man. Our area, we have a bunch of corner bars. Well, you don't have as many as when we were kids. The Tree Tavern's not there anymore.
Well, it collapsed.
Well, I know that, but they didn't rebuild it now. Anthony's, I don't think that's going to be a bar anymore. Spites is gone. They were all over the neighborhood. I don't know how they survived, which is why they're gone now. How they survived, but we like our beer. Hell yeah, man. Me too.
So does he.
I apologize for my outburst. Don't be afraid, Steve.
I threaten it with cookies.
I used to drink Jim Beam. Woo! Yeah. Oh, that's yeah. I have a bottle in the cabin. I don't drink it. My nephew, he and his buddy did, and his buddy had come up for deer camp, so we had a bottle up there, and what's left of it is what he left. I don't really drink it. I'm a vodka, beer, blackberry brandy. Uh, I like this Bailey's Irish Cream. I can't drink. Being a bagpiper, every bar you go to, they think you want a shot of Jameson and a glass of Guinness. I'm not a Guinness fan, and I definitely don't want any Jameson because whatever I can drink one or I can drink four, I'm having indigestion. I don't know why, but I have horrible indigestion. What's your cheesesteak location choice?
Our house.
Yeah. Best cheesesteaks in Philadelphia.
No peppers.
No green peppers. Trying to think. If we had a choice.
We had to choose.
Pat's and Geno's. If you're going to go to Pat's or Geno's,
How about Jim's? We haven't been there in 1,000 years.
Jim's is okay. If you have to choose between Pat's and Geno's, I don't know. What's my son chiming in here? Avenue Steaks makes the best cheesesteaks, not made by Krabby. Yep. I guess it used to be Argent Steaks. It's now Avenue Steaks. They were really good. I liked them. When I was working years ago, I would go there. Angelo's. Oh, how did I not think of Angelo's?
What's that other one?
Angelo's, their pizza and their cheesesteaks. Absolutely delicious. He only makes enough pizza and cheesesteaks until he runs out of rolls. Some days, and he won't take orders. You can't call him on the phone and order stuff to come pick it up. You have to go there, hope he's open. He puts it on Facebook if he's going to close. But you go there, you got to get in line, and you go in and get your sandwich or a pizza, and you get out of there. Absolutely delicious.
You said Tony Luke's.
Tony Luke's? I
don't think we ever had a cheesesteak from Tony.
I did years ago, but Tony Luke's, I would get a chicken parm with roasted peppers. Hot peppers on the side. Good stuff. Good stuff. Not long hots. I can't eat the long hots because they're too hit or miss. Sometimes they're just so hot you can't enjoy them. And which is what happened this week. Krabby had a container of long hots, and our son loved them, but I couldn't eat them. I couldn't eat them. They're too hot. But if you had to go, I guess, out of the big names, D'Alessandro's is good.
What about Phillips?
Phillips. I've never had a sandwich from there.
Phillips one, but I have friends from work that always like to go there.
Yeah. What was the other place? Second and Federal. Joanne's. Oh, they were the best steaks in town.
But that's not going to help them because
they're closed. Cops ruined it. We used to go there all the time. He'd give you a newspaper. They made food for you while you were waiting for your food. You ate food. But the guy that runs the place gets robbed. Gets hit over the head, they steal the money. Cops are like, Joanne's got robbed. Everybody goes down there. They catch the guys that did it. Turns out the guy's wife was having an affair. It was her boyfriend that hit the husband over the head with the money. So they're getting divorced. They have to sell the business to split it up. Totally ruined it. It went to, what was the name of the place? Rick's. I think it was called Rick's.
Didn't last long.
Didn't last a month. And now it's a house. Converted, knocked down, redone, and built, changed into a house. Mia says Tony Luke's cutlets are the bomb. They are. They're good. They're very good. There was a time period there where I didn't like them. I had gone and I wasn't happy with it, so I'd stayed away from them for a while. But then one day, a guy that I was working with, we said, "Come on, let's go get lunch. We'll go down there." Delicious cutlet. Nothing like a chicken cutlet sandwich.
Chicken fingers are good too.
Yeah. All right, what are you thinking here, Krabby?
I'm thinking.
We got how long we been on here?
An hour and 5 minutes.
Woo! Man, you can talk. Anyway,
We hope everybody had a happy holiday.
Merry Christmas.
And
Hope everybody's 2025 is outstanding.
happy and healthy.
Yeah. Hopefully, get out there and enjoy yourselves. Time's clicking by, man. It's going fast. So get out there and enjoy yourselves. Don't be playing around. Get out there and have some fun. Do what you like to do. And like I say to friends of ours all the time, and Krabby makes faces when I say it. The last thing you're going to be asking for when you're laying on that deathbed is more money. You're going to ask for more time. So get out there and enjoy yourself now. Don't worry about it. Right? Right.
Okay.
Looking forward to seeing your videos. Yeah, we really have anything planned for video wise. I mean, I'm going to go to deer camp for the next pretty much, I guess I have like 17 days that I could go. I'm going to come home 1 or 2 of those days. But, we're going to, I don't know, we have a vacation coming up, although our vacation video. Crash and burn. I thought the driving down south video was hysterical. She was so excited to go to this place, Buc-ee's. But
so everybody says, I don't know if you guys, I'm sure you guys know about Buc-ee's. It's a gigantic, like 2 Walmarts sized convenience store. They have literally everything. Taco bar, a soda bar that's colossal. Oh, you name it, they have it. Brisket and a huge like shopping area at Buc-ee's. 700 like gas pumps. And what was I going to say? All this. Oh, and everybody was saying, oh, get the beaver nuggets. Get the beaver nuggets. I ran around the store like a crazy person to find the beaver nuggets. I got the beaver nuggets. We get in the car, we're driving. I'm so excited. Going to open them up. They were like corn puffs saturated with maple syrup. Like if you were diabetic, you were dead on arrival. So
and that was just before the
40-pound brisket sandwich.
No, the brisket sandwich. That was on the way home.
Yes.
All right. On the way there, we had gone there first, gassed up and all that kind of stuff. She got a hat, another
like
one of these, giant things for water that she wakes us. The alarm goes off and she, let me get a drink. I got to get some water.
Because my mouth's dry from snoring.
Yeah, that's true. But we had gone there, we had done all that, and then we're driving down I-95, and we're cruising along. I'm driving her Bronco, and the tractor trailer behind us. It's us, a silver gray pickup truck, and then a tractor trailer in front of him. Well, the tractor trailer up front starts slowing down, so the pickup truck slows down, and of course we have to. Well, the one behind us, he has his momentum, so he has to get in the left lane. He doesn't want to brake. So he's coming up. He gets right alongside us in the gray pickup truck in front of us, cuts in front of him, slams on his brakes, causing a tractor trailer to slam on his brakes. He slams on his brakes. He must blow the brake lines out. Completely covers the Bronco in brake fluid. I think it's an airline or something, and it's just moisture. So I put the windshield wipers on, and it completely smears the windshield. Now we can't see where we're going. I'm driving like this, trying to look out the window. It's an exit 90 of I-95. The only exit that doesn't have a gas station within 10 minutes. I'm trying to drive through this little town. We get there, no squeegee, no water, no nothing. So I had to get a towel.
It wasn't Buc-ee's.
Yeah, it definitely wasn't. Clean the windshield off and all that. We go back. We find our way back to I-95. We get on 95. We start driving again. A rock hits the windshield. It was a fun ride, though. It's a great ride. It was one of the best trips we were ever on. One of the best trips ever. And we had the dogs with us.
Wish everybody a happy New Year.
Happy New Year, everybody.
Happy New Year, everybody.
All right, you guys take care. Look forward to all you video guys out there putting your videos out. We do watch them, and Krabby,
We watch every one of them.
Krabby's always like, "Can I watch something on the TV? I'm busy."
Maybe just a little bit. Anyway, we'll check back.
We'll see you. Have a great holiday. Enjoy your New Year's. Be careful,
Be safe,
and
everybody.
we look forward to seeing you guys in 2025. Happy, safe New Year. You too, Mike, Eric, Zach. Hey, make sure you tell Zach I said hello. And that commentary he's got in the videos, but I'm tired. And your response, he's probably hungry too.
I'm
That was
always
great.
tired and hungry.
I was laughing my butt off when you said it. All right, guys. You guys all take care. Sorry, Krabby. It's Gabby. All right. We'll see you guys. Then I got to figure out how to turn it off.
Can't turn it on. Can't turn it on.
And here it is right here. Guys, take care.
Bye.